Hi, I'm Hannah Ricci of ProAct, and today I'm here with Brittany Lee of Florida Blue Farms on behalf of Nature Ripe. And today we'll be looking at blueberries.
Hope you're feeling blue. This is Florida Blue Farms. We're a 112-acre blueberry farm in Northeast Florida, and we grow Southern Highbush blueberries. So this is a family farm, but we're part of the Nature Ripe growing family, and Nature Ripe markets our fruit. So Florida is the cornerstone of the domestic blueberry market. We're the first state in the U.S. to have fruit, and our season's typically March, April, and early May. So that's the main difference. But what I think makes Florida unique is, number one, our blueberries are fantastic. They're great tasting, they're flavorful, not to mention all of the health benefits. But really, it's a fantastic product. They tend to be a little bit larger, and of course, the time of year that they come in.
So you're the first in domestic production of blueberries. So what does this crop behind us look like, and what should we expect to see?
So right now on our farm, we're kind of in the middle of pollination period. About half of our farm's already been pollinated, and it's really setting nice sized green fruit. And the rest of the farm, we're still pollinating, it's still in the flower stage. But as far as the state, this is a strong year. We're gonna have a good crop here, and I'm really excited to see, what the year brings.
So I've been seeing these bee boxes all over your property. Could you tell me a little bit about the importance of bees to your blueberry operation?
Sure, so right now we're actually in the peak pollination period. About half the farm has already been pollinated for this season, and the other half we're still actively pollinating. And bees are so important to producing blueberries. If you don't pollinate a flower, you don't get that blueberry. This year we have 800 hives of honeybees, we have 50 quads of bumblebees, and we also are trying out a mason bee trial to see what the best, most efficient pollinator is. It's super important that we're just cognizant of the weather conditions and the bees, and making sure that we can do everything possible to keep the bees attracted to the blueberry plants and not go to maybe some other areas in the woods, maybe some more attractive species.
So this is an incredible view. Can you tell me a little bit about this land in front of us?
Sure, so in 2008, all of this was pine tree. Then we started clearing it. We put our original 50 acres in 2010, then 2013 for that 20-acre block, and this block right here we planted in 2016. We've been in a constant state of expansion since we started farming, and right now we're at 112 acres of Southern Highbush blueberries. Harvest here is going to be the end of March through early to mid-May, and then we prune the plants, and then really the summer months are regrowth. And it's important for blueberries, the regrowth stage is what most of the production for the following year is going to be. So the summer months are pretty important, though somewhat passive, but an important growing season. And then of course, once we get to the fall, the plants start to go dormant, and they're dormant kind of end fall, early winter. And then we go right back into the flowering stage, which brings us to where we are now.
So what are we seeing in this row here?
So this variety right now is kind of in transition. Some of the flowers have already been pollinated, some are in petal fall. So these are sizing up, and they'll be blue in just a few weeks. Some of them, as they're starting to turn white, will be ready in a couple days. But once they've been pollinated, the flower will drop off, and it'll leave this pollen tube here, which eventually will also drop. And then you can see the berries eventually start sizing up, and the green berry kind of starts growing and eventually grows into a blueberry.
Well, Brittany, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for showing us around.
Of course.
It's been really incredible to learn about Florida Blue Farms and your relationship with Nature Ripe.
Thanks for coming.
Looking forward to tasting your berries very soon.
Absolutely. Look for Nature Ripe in a store near you. You missed my...
Oh.
I did like the...
Dramatic.
Okay.
And the outro.
Yeah.
And today we are wrapping up.
See you next week.